Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be checking out what might be one of my two favorite decks inside of Clash Royale, and that's going to be the Hog Rider 3 Musketeer combination. Now, other than the Royal Giant 4 Musketeer combo, this deck has been my favorite deck to play. It seems like it wouldn't work that well because normally when you guys have 3 Musketeers, you're going to put a tank in front of it like the Giant or the Golem or do whatever, but actually splitting your 3 Musketeers in the very beginning and then using the Hog Rider as follow-up works so well that it's been working amazingly inside of this deck, and I've been racking up a bunch of wins. So I wanted to show you guys this deck today. It's so awesome, and it can beat any type of meta deck, including Golems, including Giant, Bowler, Musketeer, Lightning Spell, whatever. Doesn't matter what your opponent's playing, this deck has lots of potential for outplays, and let's go and take on our first opponent here. Now you can notice he's using the Golem, so he might have a Lightning Spell, he might have something great like that, but meanwhile, while his Golem was running down that right-hand lane, I had the Musketeers on the left-hand side, and that made it so he couldn't fully commit to that right-hand lane. It made it so his Golem was a little bit cash-strapped as far as Elixir goes, and look at that perfect Lightning Spell. That perfect Lightning Spell killing all those skeletons means I have all of these troops that were on defense going on a counterattack, and my very first counterattack and very first real push in this video ends up taking the tower, and that's why the Hog Rider is so valuable. If I didn't have a Hog Rider right there, and if I had a Golem, if I had a Giant, if I had something like that, it would have given my opponent more time to get Elixir and more time to respond, but instead the Hog Rider came flying at him and it took out that very first tower of the game. Now again, the Ice Golem is such a really awesome card. It's such a great tank, and you can use it so well with the 3 Musketeers and the Hog Rider. I'm going to go ahead and set up with the Tombstone right here, and here's a little bit of a cocky play. Let's play our 3 Musketeers in the very center. You got the baby dragon right there working on the ice, or the Ice Golem, and then meanwhile he's going to drop his Golem right in the center of my 3 Musketeers just to stop some of the bleeding. I've sort of figured out by now that he doesn't have a Lightning Spell or a Fireball at this point, or else it'd be pretty weird that he hasn't played them. And now with my archers doing work on the Golem, I've got the tower helping out as well. The log won't do too much, especially because it's going to miss my Tombstone, but he does have that Zap spell, and that's what I sort of figured. He doesn't have the Lightning Spell. Instead, he has the log, or he doesn't have the Lightning Spell, instead he has the Zap spell, and because of that, it's making it really difficult for him to stop this push, stop my 3 Musketeers, and that means I can play recklessly. Like, I don't have to try to protect my 3 Musketeers. I can put all of them together at once, and then drop my Hog Rider, play an Ice Golem, do whatever, especially now that we're in double Elixir. So at this point, I've realized, hey, he doesn't have a Lightning Spell or a Fireball, at least as far as I know. Maybe he does, and he's just been hiding it this entire time, which would be strange. So I'm just going to go aggressively with the 3 Musketeers. So I've got the wait, what? This dude has a Lightning Spell, and he hasn't played it this entire game? Okay. He's definitely playing strange then, but still, the Lightning Spell will take on the Ice Golem instead of one of my Musketeers, which is really good for us. I can just defend with the Ice Golem, the Mega Minion, and the Musketeer right here, and this one's going to be A-okay, but definitely a really strange thing to see the Lightning Spell after all of that. So let's split our 3 Musketeers again, 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Doesn't really matter at this point. He's just going to lightning down 2 of them. And yeah, things are really good. This is going to be a pretty clean victory right here. That one counter push gave us that very first tower, and then from there, just playing defense is going to be able to wrap us up the win and to take him out. So interesting battle. Even though this dude had the baby dragon, which is a great counter to the 3 Musketeers when they're all clumped up together, he had the Lightning Spell, great counter to the 3 Musketeers. The Golem, which is so tanky, and he had the Tombstone, which is a great counter to the Hog Rider. Even with all of those things, we were still able to win, and it just shows you how this deck can work out. And let's go ahead and hop straight into another battle. Now, playing against this guy, I have a Tombstone start, so I'll start that off right now. He'll play some Archers, so time to split those 3 Musketeers. Splitting 3 Musketeers, at the very worst, your opponent's going to Lightning Spell them in your tower or Rocket them in your tower, which results for a bit of a positive trade for them, but not that much, because they spent 6 Elixir, and you have to look at your 3 Musketeers at costing 3 Elixir each, because you do get that 1 Elixir discount or whatever. Because of the fact that they're grouped all together. So now that he spent all that Elixir, guess what? I'm going to go in a counter push. I got the Musketeer, I got the Ice Golem, I got the Hog Rider, another great Zap spell right there to stop the Mega Minion and give my Ice Golem another half second to run towards the tower, making it explode, slowing the Mega Minion, slowing the tower, and all in all, Bill Nye the Science Guy worked right there and got it to 1408. Lots of stuff flying through the air right now. Lots of vocabulary. Let's keep going. Set back up with the Tombstone in a moment and see if we can do the same exact thing. Unless my opponent proves he can stop something, why not run the same thing over and over again? It's sort of like football, basketball, whatever sport you guys play. If you have your best play and your opponent can't stop it, just keep running it. Just keep running that same play over and over again, and until they prove that they can stop it or do anything, you just keep running it until you win the game. Now, he does have a bowler, so he's switching stuff up right now, but even with the bowler, I think we should still be okay. In fact, I'm really happy that he Lightning Spelled me there. You guys are probably wondering why, and that's because his bowler would have killed my Musketeers anyways. That was a waste of a Lightning Spell. That means I can get aggressive. He spent 6 Elixir on that Lightning Spell, which is so much more Elixir for me down the left-hand lane. Unfortunately, his bowler is going to help out with my Ice Golem and my Musketeer, which makes it so the skeletons won't get that death damage from the Ice Golem, but still, look at the damage on the tower. The Hog Rider and the Musketeer together are just such a ferocious combination, taking that tower down to 77.4 or 774, and with the archers coming across, those should be able to be taken out pretty easily by my tower, and it's time for a finishing push to end this game. Now, I don't know what side to go for. I can go for the left, I can go for the right, it really doesn't matter. I'll just go for the left-hand side, and he's probably going to lightning my Musketeers yet again, as well as the tower, which he has been doing over and over again. He hasn't been able to stop my unbeatable play, as I was calling it earlier, and that means we can go for the Ice Golem, the Hog Rider, and finish off this right-hand tower. So this right-hand tower, as good as dead. I'm not even looking at this right-hand tower. I'm strictly focused on this left-hand side right now. I could use my Zap spell on those skeletons, but instead, I'm going to lightning spell the Giant as well as the Bowler right here, just to make sure we take those out without suffering any casualties whatsoever. Both the Bowler and the Giant did 0 damage to my tower. Only the lightning spell damaged it, and that means that tower on the right-hand side already went down. Trying to get the Mega Minion an additional hit off just to get some style points, but that's not going to work out. With 15 seconds left in the battle, this one is over. And let's just drop an Ice Golem in the back. I was going to drop my 3 Musketeers in the center to try to take out that left-hand tower, but just not enough time. And even if he was able to take out this tower, a lightning spell plus a zap spell, maybe 2 zap spells, I don't know. We would have been able to take that tower anyways. Good game, well played, and that will be a clean victory. This deck is ridiculously fun to play, guys. Like, I know meta decks can get boring over and over again, whether it's Giant Bowler Musketeer that I posted the other day, Golem Lightning, Lava Lightning, but playing this deck is just like so satisfying when you whip out the 3 Musketeers, and it's just a little bit different than anything else. And I actually created this deck. I made this deck myself. Normally I'd say about like 75% of the decks I copy from the leaderboard, but this one I actually made myself, so a little pat on the back to me because it's working really well, and it's so much fun. Now, Ice Golem again, going to start in the very back. He's got a Royal Giant start. He must have had an awkward push if that's going to be his very first play. Now, I'm going to play these in risk of a Fireball or a Lightning Spell. There's the Lightning Spell right there, which I don't mind. And look at those skeletons. Those skeletons did work against the Royal Giant. The Ice Golem exploded and did work as well. And because he spent so much elixir on that push, gets what's running in his face. We got the Hog Rider. We got the Mega Minion. We got that one remaining Archer. And with the Lightning Spell stunning his tower, taking out that Furnace, look at the HP drop. Dropping like it's hot. That tower is going to go all the way down to 0 off of 1 counter push. This deck is just so deadly to counter push with. 2 of the 3 battles today, I took the first tower just off of 1 counter push, and these are like 8-win challenge battles. I think this is going for my 7th or 8th win inside of a challenge. So these players are definitely no slouches, and you can take it out their entire life and their entire tower with just 1 single counter push. Now again, he's going to play that Royal Giant in my face. He's got a Mega Minion as well, so notice my Mega Minion placement. I place it far enough back to where I know that his Mega Minion won't be able to kill mine before I can kill his. Like, let's say if my Mega Minion targeted his Royal Giant first. So now we've got a decent little push right here. Let's go for the Ice Golem as well as the Hog Rider. Unfortunately, that Hog Rider actually shoved my Ice Golem out of the King Tower's radius, so that didn't work out perfectly, but look at the Ice Golem exploding and killing that skeleton army. Such value right there. The Mega Minion even with 2 hits off against the tower, and that tower is down to 968, almost guaranteeing that it's going to fall sometime soon. So let's get ready for the 3 Musketeers in the very center and perform my favorite thing to do inside of Clash Royale, which is just to smush those 3 Musketeers in there and let them do work against that tower. Now, feeling confident, I could probably lightning spell these archers right here if I really wanted to, but instead I'll use my Mega Minion and my archers, the Ice Golem, to stop his Mega Minion. It is such an effective little tank right there. It's going to slow the Royal Giant too, so it doesn't get a single hit off against the tower, which has to be so depressing. Take a look at the 3 Musketeers right in his face, going to take out that tower. They're even going to go for the Furnace, and he spent so much elixir defending, he even dropped a Zap spell right there. That tower is as good as gone. 1 Zap spell trying to make sure the Mega Minion hits the tower, but unfortunately, that's not going to work. So Lightning spell to take out the archers in the tower, and that will be the 2nd crown of the game, and at this point, we're just fighting for 3 crowns. Now, Skeleton Army is going to be interesting, but instead, again, the Ice Golem is so effective. The Ice Golem will explode and kill all those little skeletons, even if they needed it, which they really didn't. And with the Ice Golem exploding and slowing his Mega Minion, we can just go for a 3 Musketeer in the center and see if we can finish this game off. Those archers are going to be annoying, so let's just drop the 3 Musketeers. And they're actually going to go for the Royal Giant, which is a little bit unfortunate. I wanted them to go for the 3rd crown, but still, that's going to be the game against El Vengador, and a 3 for 3 using this deck, which is one of my personal favorite decks in the game. So guys, try this deck out. I guarantee you like it. You've got the Chief Pat stamp of approval. It is just so much fun to play, and it works out amazingly. You'll feel really satisfied doing it, and check it out right here. We got the Hog Rider and Lightning Spell, the 3 Musketeers, the Archers, Tombstone, Mega Minion, Zap Spell, and Ice Golem. like I've said previously, the Lightning Spell, Archers, Tombstone, Mega Minion, and Zap Spell are all staples in any deck, and then you can just cycle in 3 cards after that. So Hog Rider, 3 Musketeers, and Ice Golem are going to be my cards that change the game and to make things work out for me. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smack that like button. Let me know what you think of the deck. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Did you pull out a bunch of wins using it? I'd love to hear your feedback either on Twitter @ChiefPat or on the YouTube comment section. Hit me up. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.